What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today, before we get into today's video, as you can see by the title above or below, we're talking about brakes. But before we get into the video, I want to give you guys a little bit of insight on where I've been. And feel free to skip this part. That's totally fine with me. Doesn't matter. I just thought I should give you guys a little bit of insight on why I haven't posted in the past month or two. We had a passing in the family. So for about a week and a half, we had to deal with that and went to the funeral and all kinds of stuff. Of course, we're still dealing with it, with grief and everything, but we're doing all right now. A lot better than we were within the first week that it happened. I got sick the next week, and I was out for that whole week out of work, and didn't really have the feeling or want to film anything. It was cold, and that really doesn't bother me that much to film videos, but I was sick, so I didn't want to film videos while I was sick. And then the next week we got snowed in, and big giant snowstorm came in, and that's kind of rare for Tennessee. You don't really see that much anymore. And we got snowed in, and it was icy, and the roads were really bad, so we didn't go anywhere for about a week and a half. And it's finally dissipating. It's gone pretty much now, since it's about 54 degrees, which is nice. I don't know what's going on with my hair, but whatever, don't make fun of me. So yeah, that's where I've been. So I apologize for that. I don't really mean to apologize for that. That's just what came to me. But life got in the way. So we're back now, hopefully we're back. We're going to try to post a new video once a week, and see how well that does. And if it sticks, we're going to stick with it. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. The video is about why my brake pedal was spongy after our last video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it up top somewhere, or in the link in the description box below. Excuse me. So after we installed our new brakes, front and rear, and the rear calipers, we didn't have a brake pedal, and I couldn't figure it out why. So I just thought to myself, there's probably just a bunch of air in the system. And so I got it towed to my work at the time, and we manually bled the brakes, front and rear, just in the exact order you're supposed to. We bled the brakes with a machine that we have, and we ABS bled them, and there was still no brake pedal. So after we bled the brakes, let me show you what we did next. So as you guys can see, we have new brake lines, and so the problem child was, after we bled the brakes, the one here on the passenger front was gushing fluid. So we went ahead and replaced this one just to see if the brake pedal was tighten up a little bit, but it didn't. So we went ahead and replaced all of the brake lines, and I'll show you here. I'll walk around the Jeep and I'll show you. There's the new one on the driver front. There's the one on the driver rear. And there's the one on the passenger rear. So after we did all of the brake lines, it didn't really work. The brake pedal was still spongy. It tightened up a little bit, but it did not fully tighten up the way I wanted it to. So the next thing we did was we took a look at the master cylinder. So the next thing we looked at was the master cylinder, as you guys can see here. This Jeep is 14 years old as of 2024. So I didn't think it was the master cylinder. I didn't want to believe it at all. So we just went ahead and with the master tech there at where I work said that let's just go ahead and try it. And if it doesn't work, we can put the old one back on. And we put a brake best master cylinder on there and bled it. Bench bled the master cylinder, put it on there, tested it out, didn't work at all. So we put the old one back on there, and it worked a little bit. It worked a little bit better, which is odd because it didn't work on there before. but it worked after we put the new brake best one on there and then put the the old one back on there. It kind of worked better. So I was like, well, maybe we need to buy a Mopar master cylinder. So inevitably, long story short, we went ahead and put a Mopar, genuine Mopar part master cylinder on there, and bench bled it, put it on there, and it finally tightened up the brake pedal, finally. And it's back to what it was, I'm guessing, when you pulled it off the lot when it was brand new. And it feels great. It feels better than it's ever been. So if you don't really know what's wrong with your brake pedal and why it's so spongy after you've done brakes or before you've done brakes, just go through the steps, check your brake pads and check your rotors, replace those. If it doesn't work, try your master cylinder and see if that works. Now I've heard it a bunch of different ways, where it could be your brake hoses that are leaking fluid, and that's what's causing the air to come in. It could be your master cylinder, or it could just be your brake pads and rotors, and they just need to be changed. So go through the steps and just follow it, and just see if either one of these fixes your setup. So let's go ahead and jump back on the ground, and we'll close out this video. So like I said, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope this video helped some of you, and if it didn't, I apologize. But I thought I'd just give you guys an update on what happened to the Jeep after that previous video. Everything that I bought to fix this Jeep, or to fix the Jeep before we actually fixed it, will be linked in the description box below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if this helped you in any way, and subscribe for more videos like this. And we'll see you guys next week. We've got a new install video coming up. I'm going to teach you guys how to replace a certain part underneath the hood. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.